Hi, my name is Samantha Moore, and I'm going to be discussing the um, styles of research. So, to begin, I'm going to go ahead and give you all a quote. It says, "Research is formalized curiosity. It is poking and prying with a purpose." So, during this course, we learned different types of study. The purpose of this specific presentation is just to teach everyone what research is used for and how it has helped with our everyday lives. I chose this specific subject because within our country, we're always doing research, not even just within our country, but within the world. um, Constantly developing throughout life, developing new medicines, technologies, just constantly upgrading ourselves and modernizing as time goes on. So within this presentation, I'm going to discuss the three types of study, beginning with exploratory, then I'm going to make my way to confirmatory, and then I'm lastly going to define applied studies. Within my first point, I'm going to discuss exploratory. Exploratory study is research that seeks to answer a question that has never been asked before, and it can uncover new insight into human responses, behaviors, and experiences. A great example that is provided to us within our text is exploratory study that is taking place because of Web 2.0 technologies are so new. We are seeing a reoccurrence in the exploratory research that seeks to discover how and why people are using new technologies, how this is affecting human relationships, and how this is affecting society and culture. How to develop this study specifically, well, the skill of it. Because of exploratory research, it doesn't need to be developed too much. It is important for it to be understood. So you have to understand it in order to use it successfully. Because of this type of research, it's not intended to offer a final and conclusive solution. It's more meant to analyze a problem that has not been clearly defined yet. Advantages of the study include flexibility and adaptability to change, how effective exploratory research is in laying the groundwork that will lead to future studies, and it can potentially save time and other resources by determining the earlier stages, the types of research worth pursuing. My next concept is going to be confirmatory study. Confirmatory study seeks to confirm the assumption of a theory and is typically guided by hypotheses, which are based on existing theory. A great example of this is the use of measurement methods with uncertain validity, or what data adjustments that were not pre-specified or reasonably likely. So to develop this skill, just like exploratory, it has to be understood before it can be successfully used. In order to use this skill, you have to understand it and what type of research can be provided. When developing the skill, it's important to develop a hypothesis. So a hypothesis is a declarative statement about how two or more variables are expected to be related to each other. So a big issue within this specific skill is a confirmation bias. Within our text, our professor provides us with a definition for it. It says, by seeking to confirm what we already believe it to be true, we may look for evidence to support that notion and overlook what's really going on. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and discuss the applied research. Applied research is used when we take a theory and apply it to a real-life scenario. So this is guided by a theory-based research questions. Applied research is used on many things such as businesses, medicine development, and education. In order to cure diseases, for example, we must solve scientific problems and or develop new technology. When developing this skill, like I've stated in the past too, the best way to develop it and understand it is to learn it and make sure you understand how it's used, what it's used for. It'll help once it's developed and you understand it fully and use it, that's how you're going to learn it. This concept is actually important because it's a tool in understanding the mind and behavior. Because of the research, psychologists are able to investigate problems that affect people's daily lives. So it focuses primarily on real world issues, but also contributes to knowledge and how people think and behave. In conclusion, as stated in the quote within the beginning of the presentation, there's always purpose for researchers' nosiness, because researchers are nosy and they need to be. Without the curiosity, we would not have any information on our everyday lives. So that medicine that you're taking when you're sick and have strep throat or a cold or something, that was researched. That went through these specific stages. That's why we have it. So during our course, we learned the different types of study, and the purpose of the presentation is just to enlighten everybody on how they're used, what they're used for, and how important they are. Throughout the presentation, I also discussed the 3 studies when it comes to research. So exploratory, which is asking yourself new questions to discover new theories. Confirmatory, which is tests and confirms theory for exploratory study. Applied is the use of theory to understand a real person, event, or situation. So what I want everybody to do, take the time to think about where we would be without the research. Medicine, education, how we all learn, all of it. So without this, what would we be? Thanks for watching.